During the past week, the major news event has been the anti-deportation riots happening in Los Angeles and other major cities. These events are dividing the population into two camps, those who support illegal immigration and those who are against illegal immigration. A surprising statistic that I found is that most legal immigrants, like myself, are against illegal immigration. Immigrants can generally be separated into two groups: those who follow the law and immigrated legally to a country, either the United States or Canada, and those who broke the law and entered the country illegally. Here is a report by journalist Kyle Baker explaining that most Americans, including immigrants, support the deportation policies of Donald Trump. In fact, immigration policy is one of the major reasons why more voters are switching from the Democratic Party to the Republican Party.
We're going to dive into the numbers here, and let's just talk about the most basic metric you can look at, which is Donald Trump's net approval rating on immigration. In his first term, he was underwater at this point. 12 points more of the public, in fact, disapproved than approved of the job he was doing. But look at where we are now in April of 2025. He's actually slightly above water at plus 1 point. This is very much unlike the economy where he was above water in term one and is now below water. On immigration, it's the exact opposite of what's going on. And more than that, the numbers have actually stayed pretty steady since January, since, of course, he came into office. A different way that we can look at this is compare what was going on under Joe Biden, what is going on under Donald Trump. And the way we can do this is on immigration, what track are we on? The right track or the wrong track? Back in December, just 14% of the public said we were on the right track. 62%, my goodness gracious, the vast majority said we were on the wrong track. Look at where we are now in April, though. Look at this. 45% of the country says we're on the right track, compared to just 42% who are on the wrong track. So the plurality now say we're on the right track when it comes to immigration. Very much unlike what we saw under Joe Biden, now under Donald Trump. The plurality say we're on the right track, not on the wrong track when it comes to immigration policy.
Interesting. What about the White House policy of deporting immigrants that are here illegally?
Yeah, okay, so let's dive a little bit more into the specifics, right? So this is a great question. Deport all undocumented immigrants. That is voters favoring a government effort to deport all 11 million. Look at where we are now in 2025. 56%, the majority of voters agree with this policy, support it, just 43% opposed. That is a massive rise from where we were in 2016 when, of course, Donald Trump was running for the Republican nomination the first time around when it was just 38%. The American public is much more so on Donald Trump's side now than back when he was running the first time around.
I agree with the polls. I immigrated to Canada the legal way. I arrived on a student visa. I studied. I worked hard. I paid tuition and I graduated without student debt. I applied for a work permit and eventually earned permanent residency. Years later, I proudly became a Canadian citizen. It was expensive, it was long, it was stressful, but it was fair. I respected the laws of my host country, and I expect every other immigrant as well to follow a particular process to become citizen. It bothers me that many people break the law to immigrate, whether it is to the United States or to Canada. The very first action that they do is to violate the law by entering illegally. Then they have to live in the shadows to hide their status, fueling an underground economy. Others access services meant for legal residents. A few commit crimes that unfairly reflect on the entire immigrant community. We are all tarnished by the actions of a few. That's not right. It's not fair to citizens. It's not fair to immigrants who follow the legal process to enter the country. Here's a Mexican legal immigrant speaking directly to those who came illegally.
I am a legal immigrant, and I want to tell you something. I'm disgusted by what people from other countries like Mexico are doing right now in my new country. I came from Mexico. I came legally. I have worked all my life here to get what I have. I have never asked for a penny to the government. I didn't come here to get something from the government. I came for an opportunity and I got it. And I have the American dream. What about all of those people protesting in California and New York? What are they doing? They are burning the city. If you don't like to be deported and you want to stay here, you have to have your best behavior. Not the worst behavior. You think that we want you here with that behavior of burning cars, burning the entire city? Why?
And here is a Chinese immigrant who says, if you are waving the flag of another country, maybe that's where you belong.
So I'm a legal immigrant from China, and you will never see me wave a Chinese flag. Especially right now, that flag is associated with a communist and totalitarian regime. After all, after I spend all that money, resources, and time to immigrate legally to America, why the fuck I wave a flag that I spend so much money to get away with? Actually, I fly a Texas flag on my house because I'm a proud Texan right now.
Immigration to the United States or Canada is a privilege, but it comes with responsibilities. We owe it to our new country, to their citizens, and to each other to respect the laws that protect all of us. I support immigration, but I support legal immigration, not illegal immigration. What are your thoughts? Is Trump doing the right thing by delivering on his promise to deport illegal aliens? Or is he going too far? Let me know in the comments below. And before you go, please subscribe to my newsletter at leonguillot.com/newsletter. Thank you so much for watching and until soon. Peace.